Has been chosen, and she is a true role model for future students. She represents the highest academic standards of IHGR. This individual showed a pioneer spirit by leaving her home country alone to follow her own academic future. She had supported others on a daily basis and has been a constant positive energy in the corridors. She has put her effort and her energy into her studies, but never once forgotten to be humble and care for those around her. Now she speaks on behalf of you. Representing the graduating class of 2015, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a very, very warm, supportive welcome to Carlotta Schwerter.
Dear students, parents, teachers, friends, when I first came to Sweden, I wasn't sure what I would encounter. I can still remember that day, back in my home country, sitting in front of my computer, browsing for international schools here in Gothenburg. The very first schools I found were IHGR and Valedictorian. Now, on a website, I couldn't really say which school would be best and what I could find there. But there was something inside me that made me choose IHGR. It was like standing at a crossroads, and fortunately my gut feeling guided me towards the right path. Coming from a small town in Italy, where everything is the same and everyone is trying to look the same, IHGR was for me a very big surprise and truly amazing. Unlike the popular stereotypes, not all girls here in Sweden are blonde and tall, and not all boys are 2 meter tall. And here, students and teachers alike come from different parts of the globe. They have different cultural and social backgrounds. And I think that being in contact with one another enormously enriches each and every one of us. This contact doesn't necessarily mean being best friends or not even knowing everyone in the school, but I think it's made of small things, such as a hi in the corridors or helping someone out with their homework. Several times, while walking down the hallway, I would be asked for a hint to solve a math problem. And I imagine that Michael and my classmates know that I'm not really that good at math either. Yeah. Or more recently, during my exam time, I was stopped in the corridor and asked for the translation of "good job" in Spanish. I have so many memories from these 2 years in IHGR. I will never forget the early mornings with Tracy in SFI, learning my first Swedish words, and her big fat chicken liar and constant requests for a cake. Sorry, Tracy, I still haven't baked one. Lee's irrelevancy boulevards seem to come up every year, and they're now part of the legend of IHGR. Among the different puns and jokes, we also have some new ones, like the recent "leak in the kitchen" by our Sam. So you can see how both teachers and students make the personality of IHGR, which I think shows itself brilliantly during IHGR Day. All the cultures, ideas, personalities, and languages come together on that day. And they create something beautiful, I would say. I still remember the happiness, and why not, pride, while I was holding my square that made the gigantic school crest that you can see there. I think it was one of the corners down there. So, where I'm going with this is that, yes, we are all different, but that doesn't mean that we cannot connect with each other. We were divided into different programs, clubs, societies, classes, in the ID, for example, we took different subjects. But in the end, we all had to go through these 2 or 3 years of preparation for this particular day. All of us had to go through assignments, the feeling of panic the night before the deadline, and we all survived our national or IB exams. So, quoting High School Musical, we're all in this together. And right now, all of us, regardless of the program or club we belong to, are sitting in these chairs, wearing beautiful white dresses or suits, and we're all eager for the ceremony to end, and we're eager to run out and scream that now we're free, at least for the summer. Thinking back to that moment when I was standing at that crossroads, now I know that IHGR was definitely the right choice. As I was at a crossroads then, so we all are now, thinking of our future. IHGR guided us through this process to choose the right path, to make the right choice. Of course, we're all going through different choices that we're going to make. And of course, yes, they're going to be different because we're also unique. But we have something that unites us in this, and it's IHGR. My personal experience at this school was so fantastic and amazing because I felt part of something. I felt that for once I belonged. And I really, really hope that it was the same for all of you. IHGR is the place that I learned to call home.